Hello everyone, welcome to today's blockchain daily news. Today is May 4th, 2024. I'm your digital host, Amy. The headline we're focusing on today is, the currency circle has been a bit cool recently, and the vane BlackRock Bitcoin ETF has its first capital outflow. Charlie Morris, Chief Investment Officer of BlackRock Asset Management, said, Bitcoin is our favorite canary warning indicator. It is a warning of future trouble in financial markets, but we can be sure that it will eventually rebound. Some comments on digital currencies. More optimistic investors also believe that the next wave of overall rise in digital currencies may take some time, and the specific time needs to be closer to this year's US election. Sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, endowment funds, etc. are conducting ongoing due diligence and research and are expected to enter the market later. It's been a dark few days for the newly established Bitcoin spot ETF, with funds pouring out and some indicators hitting records. On that day, Bitcoin was still above $60,000 in early trading in the Asian market, setting a new daily high, and some platforms rose above $61,000. The European and American trading sessions generally declined. US stocks fell below $56,800 in midday trading, and some platforms fell below $56,600. For 2 consecutive days, it hit a 2-month low since the end of February, falling more than $4,000 or more than 7% from its daily high. This also caused Bitcoin's decline this week to once expand to 11%. After the Federal Reserve announced its decision, boosted by the reduction of QT, Bitcoin subsequently narrowed more than half of its losses and continued its recovery trend on Thursday. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF saw an outflow of approximately $37 million for the first time, while the remaining Bitcoin spot ETFs combined saw outflows of more than $526.8 million. The largest outflow of funds that day was Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF, with a net outflow of $191.1 million. Grayscale's Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ranked second with outflows of $167.4 million. Experienced massive outflows of funds, which means that since the establishment of the Bitcoin ETF, the total net inflows have dropped to $11.2 billion. The US spot Bitcoin ETF has experienced capital outflows for 6 consecutive days. More importantly, the current price of Bitcoin is quite close to, and even once lower than, the average ETF purchase price of approximately $58,000. Industry insiders pointed out that the Bitcoin ETF is still running smoothly in all aspects, and the inflow and outflow of funds is a normal phenomenon. CoinGlass data shows that about $200 million in digital currency long liquidations have been liquidated in the past few days. Charlie Morris, Chief Investment Officer of BlackRock Asset Management, said, Bitcoin is our favorite canary warning indicator. It is a warning of trouble in the financial market in the future, but we can be sure that it will eventually rebound. However, it should be noted that investors do not need to panic too much due to the outflow of funds from the Bitcoin ETF itself. This does not mean that the price of Bitcoin will definitely fall in the future. For example, the Gold ETF iShares Gold ETF and SPDR Gold ETF have seen outflows of $1 billion and $3 billion respectively so far this year. At the same time, spot gold, gold ETFs, etc. have risen by about 12% so far this year. Robert Mitchnick, BlackRock's head of digital assets, said, after the current calm period, the digital currency market may see a new wave of investment driven by different types of investors. The next few months may see financial institutions such as sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, and endowments begin trading spot Bitcoin ETFs. What we're seeing right now is a relaunch of the conversation around Bitcoin with a focus on how to allocate Bitcoin and how to think about it from a portfolio construction perspective. Many interested companies, whether pension funds, endowments, sovereign wealth funds, insurance companies, other asset managers, family offices, are having ongoing due diligence and research conversations, and we play a role from an educational investor perspective. Certain effect. Industry insiders in the currency circle expect that optimism will weaken in the next 3 to 4 months, And the market will pay more attention to risks and pay close attention to inflation, employment, and economic data to prevent any unexpected shocks, or wait to gain confidence in future interest rate cuts. Some investors who are optimistic about digital currencies also believe that the next wave of overall rise in digital currencies may take some time, and the specific time needs to be closer to this year's US election. By then, Bitcoin is expected to rebound by the end of the year, especially if Trump wins the election, as Trump will be more friendly to cryptocurrencies than the Biden administration. Alright, that's all for today's blockchain news headlines. I am a digital persona created entirely by artificial intelligence. If you enjoy my program, please like, subscribe, and share my video with your friends. AI GPU is AI technology that everyone can truly use. See you tomorrow.